Hello everyone, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button now, ring the little bell, you get notifications every time we upload our videos, usually on Sunday morning at 9 AM. This is follow on pretty much from last week's video on the drought situation. So I'm just going to take you through here now. We're going to feed out silage in the field. I did a video on it earlier a few weeks ago where I need to put out a couple of bales and we were feeding along the fence lines. But we have to feed too much silage now to put out along the fence lines. So myself and Sid are going out here now to feed out, I think, about 5 bales on a paddock for cows for 2 days on this farm, and then we'll go to the rented farm and put out, I think, 4 bales on a paddock there for cows for 2 days as well. So at the minute, just we're trying to structure it that we feed out on a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday, and then sometimes we have to do Saturday. We don't want to be feeding out any bales on a Sunday, and we try to keep every second day then free then to get the other jobs done, because the whole day goes feeding out bales at the minute. So we'll just take you through how we do it, what we do, and we'll give you a look. And let me know in the comments underneath what you think, what you're doing at home, what works well for you, and how you're getting through this period at the minute. They're waiting for me. So there we go. There's 5 bales. There's a machine over here, a tractor that I don't want to show you because I haven't revealed it yet. So that's why I'm pointing this way. But last year I used the bale shear. Anyone who was watching videos last year used the bale shear to put out the bales in the field, and it was a nightmare putting them out. Real slow, bales falling off in lumps. So this year I used this fork on the digger for this farm, and then we have a fork on the front 6480 that has a heap of teeth in it on it as well for feeding out there. So the bale shear, both, this is the best. The one, the front 6480, is not as good, but it's better than the bale shear was. But the fastest way I found of doing it is to leave the bales off in the ground, on the ground in the yard, take the plastic off in the yard. So, because when we brought out with the bale shear last year, you split the bale in the field, and then you had all the plastic blowing around the fields, and never blowing around the fields everywhere. So just a nightmare. So take plastic off of the bales in the yard, then throw them up on the bale trailer. I'll have to cut to the bale trailer now so I don't show this tractor. Up on the bale trailer, and it's great now because Sid is there to help today and go around, drive tractor trailer around, feed the bales, so it's faster than me driving in and out with the tractor. And then when you get to the field, then you just feed out 1 bale at a time. So that is the quickest way that I've found so far, feeding out the bales. Tweaked from last year. 5 bales fed out here. That's 2 days of grazing, so a day and night and a day and night covered. And we started there at 12:20 and it is now 1 o'clock, so 40 minutes. So for the minute, it's as quick as I can possibly make feeding it out. No hardship, and not a job that I really hate anymore. I used to hate it last year because it was just hardship, but this year now it's a lot better, a lot easier. So it's time for lunch, and then we'll do the other farm after lunch. to be speeding out. Great help he is. fresh grass over there, so we're going to keep them fed over here so that they stay over here. There's a bit of a pick on that still, but get a few extra days on now with a couple of bales. Around here then I think should be good. Don't know what the feeders are yet, but give them a few days now. We'll know. Lift this over the, well, we'll put on 4-wheel drive first, and then we'll lift these over the feeders and we'll cut the net wrap off of it and let the silage fall into the feeder then. I won't be able to video that. Back in a minute. Good. Same again with the other one, and that's it. We're not hungry enough now is the problem, but just let me know in the comments there now how many days you think we'll get out of 2 bales with the 40 heifers. Just put in the comments there now and we'll just return when they've run out and we'll let you know. Look at the energy they have. They're not hungry anyway. So that's pretty much what the bulk of the work is at the moment. Every second day, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, we kind of lined up those days that we feed out bales. The heifers now as well obviously are on bales. So we'll see. I think they might be out tomorrow, so that'll be 3 days. So every 3 days they'll get 2 bales as well. And look, it shortens up the bloody week, because we're up at a stage now where you saw there how many bales are going out, so it's a full day's work, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, so you're only left with Tuesday and Thursday then to get other jobs done, which is frustrating because all you're doing is getting cows fed. If you had rain, you could do any amount of other jobs that need to be done, but we're just not getting them done now while that's going on. But anyway, look, it has to be done. An update on rain there, we got 13 mil on Tuesday, Monday night and into Tuesday, and we've got 2 mil since, so that's 15 mil. Look, it'll make a start at plugging the gap. It's not going to get us out of the current dry position that we're in, because the soil moisture deficit is again 40 to 60 mil, so look, it has reduced that, but it's not going to get us out of trouble. We need a lot more rain and we need it fairly soon. I don't see it in the forecast, which is frustrating as well, but look, we just have to get on with it. The rain will come, we'll just keep doing what we're doing, and that's as much as we can do. But it's amazing, the 15 mil definitely made the place green a little bit. I'll just show you this field behind me here. So visibly greener. other than around here where it's stone around the gate, but out in the field, and all the rest of the fields are the same. Anything that was very brown there after grazing has greened up. That's kind of it. Just we'll go on to the house next. So there was a big day's work put in there last week at the house, so we'll just take you down there now and update you on where we're at and what stage is next. It's 7 o'clock now, Saturday evening. Dermot has just gone there now. Jeez, fair play to him. That was some day's work. There was some filling on this base and whacking. Put down all the T1 first and then blind it with dust and then try and get it all up to the right level and have it level all over. It's a big area, like, so. Anyway, and that heat then, it's the hottest day I've been in for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years anyway. It was 27 or 28 degrees in direct sunshine, and the sun starts there first thing in the morning, spends the whole day going over full height and doesn't end till it gets over there behind them trees. So we're standing in the heat now since 8:15 this morning. So that's 12 hours. I'd say I'm burnt to a crisp now as well. But anyway, that's good progress with the base. Next then is Andrew and Jim will be back down then to put the radon barrier on, seal it up and put the mesh down, and then we're ready for concrete over the whole, put the subfloor in. Just the depth of concrete there for anyone that's wondering. There. So 6 inches with steel. Talk about overkill. You wouldn't put it in a yard where you had 40-ton lorries driving on it. I'd be walking around inside in the house with my slippers on me. But anyway, there are the regulations. So there was 35 metres of that concrete went into the foundation. It's going to be the same going to go into the subfloor. Nearly 70 metres of concrete. It's frightening with the price of it at the minute. But we're kind of definitely ahead of schedule, I'd say, on the base in general. The house is going to be a timber frame house. So I'm going to announce that now in this video. So we're going to be waiting on the timber frame. So there won't be any progress from when the subfloor is poured until they're telling me around the end of September before we'll have the timber frame made and delivered. So it'll be just sort of waiting. But it's nice to be so far ahead now and to get this weather that we're getting as well. So today is the 12th of July. So 12th of July to 12th of August, 12th of September. So we're looking at probably 2.5 months there before the timber frame comes. And that gives us time then, like I said, to wait now. We won't go pouring concrete while the weather's so hot. So it gives us a chance to wait for a kinder cooler kind of time to come to pour that, because it's just crack. You'd have to be watering it non-stop in that heat anyway. So now that heat could be gone now and it might not be back for 3 or 4 years again, or it could be like this for another month. We don't know. But good to be where we are now. So I'm going to go home now and lie down because that was wore out, absolutely wore out.